Hello and welcome to Little Learners. In today's video we are going to be making a sensory board which is both easy to make and won't break the bank. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you get to see lots more videos on the Little Learners channel. The thing about sensory boards is that they are usually very expensive, or you need a lot of DIY skills and a toolbox to be able to make them. Not all of us are able to either spend a lot of money on a sensory board or don't have the skills or the time to make one. So I have developed this sensory board which is really easy to make. Your child can help you make it, and it's very versatile, so as your child develops you'll be able to remove certain aspects of the sensory board and replace them with new ones. So to start you will need 2 foam boards. I chose foam boards because they are pretty sturdy and quite cheap. The second foam board I cut up into 8 pieces and covered with craft paper. These will be our mini boards. I used craft paper just because I wanted to keep a neutral background, but of course you can go along with your child's interests. If they like Thomas the Tank Engine, use Thomas the Tank Engine paper, that kind of thing. You will need some Velcro for this craft. We are going to be putting some strips of Velcro on the big foam board and on the back of our mini boards. This will mean that we can change the position of all of our mini boards whenever we want to, and if you want to make more mini boards in the future, you can replace your old ones, so that this sensory board can really evolve with your child and their interests. So for my first mini board, it's really simple. I found these lovely 3D stickers, and I thought that these were really nice in a kind of sensory capacity because first of all they're really colourful, they are shiny, they are smooth, and also if you press on them they kind of make this sort of popping motion because of the 3D aspect. This is a really quick one to do and it's really effective as well. For my second mini board I decided to go with these mirrors. So they are safe, they are plastic mirror board, and they just have a peel off bit on the back just like a sticker. Really easy and cheap on Amazon. I will try and link that in the description box below. You can see my camera there. It's very hard to film mirrors without getting the reflection. On to mini board number 3, and for this we are doing some light switches. These are great for fine motor, and also it's lovely to have things that are realistic from the world around children. So I'm going to be using Velcro on the back and then some Velcro on the board itself so that I can fix the switches to the mini board. And as you can see, the Velcro is really strong, the switch does not fall off. And actually if you yank it, it's quite hard to pull it off as well, which is great for this. I wanted to jazz up my mini board a little bit. If you're using some colourful backing paper, then you might not want to do this, but I decided just to add some stickers around to make it a little bit more visually, aesthetically pleasing. And there you have it. Again, really simple, and all we needed was some Velcro. For our next mini board, we're getting through these quite quickly, we are going for something else that's kind of realistic, and it is a door chain lock. So this is great again for fine motor. We've got kind of the sliding motion. It also makes a lovely sound when the chain kind of jangles. So again, we are using some Velcro for this. Again, the Velcro is really strong, it works so well, so we don't have to worry about, if we were doing this on a wooden board we'd need screws and hammers and drills and all kinds of things, but no, for this we just need our Velcro. So just like with the light switch, I'm just putting some Velcro on the back and then some on the board just to make sure that it's fixed on properly. I've lined it up with the actual base of the lock to make sure that I've got the Velcro in the right place. And then I do the same with the holder of the chain. I guess you can call it the holder of the chain. And I did this while the chain was actually in the lock so that I could make sure it was all lined up properly. And as you can see, again, the Velcro is super strong. I wanted to jazz this one up a bit too, and of course if you've seen my videos in the past you'll know that I am crazy about glitter. This is something that children can absolutely do with you. I've just put some blobs of PVA glue on and just put glitter all over it, which is really fun. And there you have it, you have your chain there and it's surrounded by some beautiful glitter. For our next mini board, we are going for something really tactile. This is some amazing sequin fabric. It's reversible, so children not only feel the sequins, but they can move them to show another colour. This is a sensory dream on so many levels. As you can see, when you cut this material, lots of bits of sequins fall off. Don't worry about that. It will eventually stop. It's just where you're cutting, half of them are sort of coming off the edges. And then I just stuck this on with some PVA glue. You could also use fabric glue, I suppose, if you've got that, but I found the PVA glue worked just fine. It's so shiny, I absolutely love this mini board. Okay, so for our next mini board, I thought we should have a bit of fun. So I wanted to get something that children didn't necessarily have to use their hands to interact with. So I got these tiny little windmills. I'll try and link those in the description below because they were also really cheap from Amazon. And all I've done is stick them on with sellotape to make sure that they are facing upwards, and then you can blow on them and they spin round. It's so much fun. You can also obviously use your hands to move them. It just gives children a completely different aspect to the sensory board compared to all of the other mini boards. For the next mini board, I'm using some zips. Now you may want to get some zips, depending on the age and kind of fine motor skill of your child, with a larger bit to pull, because these have quite a small piece. But these are great again for fine motor, and also they sound really cool when you open and close them. So I am just using PVA glue again to stick these on. Just make sure that when you are using the PVA glue, you are only putting it on the fabric at the sides of the zip. Try not to go onto the actual zip mechanism because that may stop it from working. If you're worried about it staying on, then you can just put some PVA glue around the edges as well because it dries clear. Now for this mini board, I got out my box of treasures, which basically means all these different resources like feathers and stickers and buttons and lots of different things. This is a really fun mini board for children to make because they can really go crazy with this. So any kind of resources that you have will work for this. I'm using some lovely glittery heart stickers. I've got these wooden hearts as well, which I liked because they are the same shape as the stickers, but they will have a different feel when children go to touch them. So I just put those on with some PVA glue, and then I also stuck on some feathers, some buttons, and also some pom-poms as well. But obviously you can put on anything that you have here. This is a great one for just finding what you've got around the house to use and not having to spend loads of money on it. Even if you don't have kind of art and crafts things, you could just get some rice and some pasta from the cupboard in the kitchen and put that on there. Really, you can use whatever you like. And there you go, you can have lots of different kind of textures all on one mini board, and it doesn't have to look pristine, it can look as messy as you want. So now that we have finished all of our mini boards, it's time to attach them to the big board. So I'm using some Velcro, I'm putting some long strips kind of 1/4 of the way down and 3/4 of the way down to give us our 2 rows. And then I'm going to add a strip halfway down each of the mini boards so that I can attach them to the big foam board like so. So just keep on doing that with all of your mini boards, and eventually you will have something that looks a little bit like this. So, what do you think? Are you going to have a go at making one of these easy sensory boards? Do let me know in the comments below if you want to make one, or if you do make one, do let me know. I'd love to see photos, so tag me on Instagram and show me on Facebook. I had a lot of fun making this, and I think it's great that it's something that anyone can make and that all children can enjoy. Do give this video a like if you liked the sensory board, and if you found this video helpful. Likes really help out the channel, so I would really appreciate that. Do go and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and ring the bell so that you always get notified about new videos on the channel. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you next time.